Hello everybody, and welcome back. I'm Count Christo, and this is The Path to Modernity, MEIOU Texas 3.0. We are engaged in a war with Naples, taking some good old Savoyard cause back, and they're probably ready to do the deal. Indeed they are. The coalition is beginning to get a little bit scary, but I personally am not concerned. As long as you're not at war with the Turks, this is basically, or, you know, the Chinese. This is basically a manageable coalition, I think. I could even take Massa as well, and then they'll get really mad, but we're not going to do that. Money as well, why not? Boom. Look at that. Plowing towards our intended land border. We could, of course, give up on our Florentine ambitions. I'm not sure why I want to take Florentine land. That's already kind of a nice border, actually. So maybe we'll let Florence be, make friends with them, perhaps buddy up with them and the Pope, and they can act as, you know, balance of power checks in Italy to try and make sure Milan never gets to grow. And also we want them to be strong so they can hopefully hold off the Ottoman. Right, so these guys, they are just a vassal, which we can obviously integrate at will. Where do I see? Here we go. Integration speed, we finished in 7.7 years. Not bad. We can see that the opinion is helping, the annexation cost is helping, culture groups not, Vassal Integration Act is helping, Liberty Desire is not. Good stuff. Liberty Desire on Savoy. I'm surprised that's high. It's not. It's 0, I guess. Minus 0.5 is just what it gets rounded up to when it's actually nothing. Cool. And that is... I mean, we're looking pretty good there. I could hand them a bit more land. 7 years is not a problematic length of integration time, so... They hold land that's rightfully not theirs. Let us correct that. Is this new? Is this new? Am I crazy? Is that because I have cause on it or claims? I have a claim. Hang on, I don't have claims on them. What is this? Is this? I'm losing it. I can make them give land to Milan. Why would I do that? I guess to avoid a war with Milan. That's crazy. I didn't know that was a thing. Anyway, Grant Province. Have this. And this. Because I don't want to have to pay to core it. That costs us a bunch of Diplo points, of course, but we're basically not going to take any more Diplo tech. As you can see, we can keep our subjects happy, even with bad diplomatic relations. So, no, sorry, even with bad Diplo tech. Lost the excommunication. Florence has arranged for me to be excommunicated. Excellent. Unsurprising, I did just go to war with the Pope. Stop fabricating claims on the Pope. Let's try and make them cheer up. They'll die soon. How old are you, Innocentius? 49? That is a young Pope. Well, we'll see what we can do. Yeah, minus 145. We're likely to be excommunicated for a little hot minute here, but oh well. And yeah, the annexation of these guys will not take 7 years. It'll update once it factors in the fact they have all this extra development. But, yeah. And there's one more province I need to take in here. Ast. But, we're working on that. Apart from that, our gaze turns north, but we have quite a lot of expansion, like 70. Thing is, if we can have all of Germany in a coalition against us and just not care, that's pretty, you know, that's a pretty sweet situation to be in. But we'll see if they choose to form coalitions against me. What we could do is just war someone like Brandenburg, who's relatively large, within that group, and use that as an excuse to get some truces. So right now, Austria, you're eligible to join, yes? Yes. And you are guaranteed by the Turks. So I don't want to fight the Turks, so we're probably not going to go with war with Austria. Tech, I can get the observation method. Cool, don't want that though. Reform time, right? I think. Or these are all at the top, right? Let me, review bureaucracy. Oh no, sorry, this is for the reforms. These are for the rights. I want to be looking at the reforms, which is rights and reforms, and then these ones. Yeah, so it's 3 out of 3 on that. 3 out of 3 on that. Right, so military service could be higher. And doing this means you get just absurd quantities of manpower. 50% of state reach base manpower from all non-elite classes. Wait, that can't be right. You're telling me... I guess each population group has a certain amount of manpower they provide, and then this gives you 50% time state reach of that, because otherwise this sounds like I'm going to be able to levy 50% of the entire country, because we have 100 state reach in quite a few provinces. Which I imagine is not what's going to happen, because in this case you just levy literally everybody. Anyway, enlistment requires hybrid military and other stuff that we already have. So this is military organization. Hybrid military requires stuff we already have. So we could do this, which means they get less manpower, the feudal levy gets smaller, but you get less yearly army tradition decay, you get enlistment, which is a new tax, more army professionalism, and less noble gravity. I think that's what we're going to do. They already detest me, so we should probably try and make them like us before we do that. So let me overlook some tenant abuse and yield concessions and disown an unpopular relative and hold grand celebrations at great expense. No, that would take out a loan. I probably won't do that. Strategic marriage. They get some power, but let's probably not do that then. But the thing is, once I've passed this, they become a lot less relevant, because if we look at military organization, we're way down here. Once we start getting up here, it becomes way less relevant how happy the bureaucrats are with us, because we stop getting our, because right now the nobility, the reason we care about the nobility's happiness basically is manpower. I don't care about them for cash. My cash revenue comes from my dye mines, basically, in Picardy, and my ivory mines. So it's not really relevant. What we're actually making money, what we're actually caring about them for, is the fact that they provide a large portion of our manpower. But yeah, I think we're still going to do it, but not right away, because there's got to be a bureaucratic reform we could do first. So why can't I do any of these? Is it because it's because we're still recovering. Right. When is it that it ends? February of next year. Okay, cool. We'll just wait for that then. And yeah, we'll try and make some money. Right, but we've embraced all the institutions we need to. So let's kick off the auto investor again. Turn that back on. But I do want to change this up a bit. It's currently spending 45% of the treasury. Let's decrease that to 35% every 3 years. So that's, you know, whatever. 12? No. 11.75% of our treasury every year. Is that right? I can't believe I can't do 5 divided by 3. Hang on. I can't not know. What is 5 divided by 3? No, not 53. 5 divided by 3. 1.6. Not 1.75, sorry. Of course, well, yeah, 1.6, obviously. So we're spending 11.6% of our treasury yearly on investment. That seems good to me. Let me... Oh, yeah, and we should also probably select all our provinces. How do I cycle my selection amount again? Select individually, neighbors, areas, regions, all stated provinces, all owned provinces, sectors. I guess we do regions, and then just do this. What's the shortcut to select province? Why can't I press this? You must have... You do not have the 0 diplomatic power required to select province. You kidding me? That's a little annoying. Okay, I guess I will go dip 151 and then select the provinces. Is it actually taking dip away? No. And then I'll just take it away again at the end. But yeah, the areas we want to invest in are... Excuse me? Why is it selecting individually all of a sudden? Select... Select regions. Yeah, regions. Why is it switching to provinces when I select anything in this area? That's weird. What's the shortcut to select, by the way? Is there no shortcut to select? Come now. Can I change that with assign keyboard shortcuts? To this. Damn. Ooh, hang on. Double clicking selected a whole bunch of them, though. Well, that doesn't work, apparently. How do I get rid of this? Paradox, please. Okay, national decisions. That's a button, Paradox. Production interface. Keep it as B. I swear you could use a shortcut key to select provinces. Am I crazy? You really should be able to. Maybe I can mod that in. Anyway, these are the areas I'm interested in investing in. This one too. It's not one of my cores, so I can't select that yet. Do I want to invest in Southern England? Tactically, I probably should. I kind of thematically want to not. But let's invest in Southeastern England as well. Ah, I bet I know what it is. I bet you can't select all in an area if you don't have cores on all in an area. But I have cores on these. Maybe you have to have full cores? Anyway. These are the areas I want to invest in. And this one. Any others missing? Don't think so. These are the areas I want to auto-invest in. And this one. So now we will just assign, add selected provinces to investment. Good. Now clear selected provinces. I should also add the coastline down here. Oh, I'm still 1 by 1. Ah. Well, is it all stated provinces that I want to call? No, because it's not stated. I haven't stated these ones. Fine. Fine, fine, fine. You know what? Just select all owned provinces for me. Has it done it? It looks like it. Okay, fine. You can invest in anywhere. Add selected provinces. Clear selected provinces. Hide the utility decisions. Okay, cool. I think that's fine. We'll just invest everywhere. I wanted to invest just in France. And kind of therefore allow these areas to grow kind of dynamically. But that's fine. I don't mind. We'll probably invest in some you know, spicy ivory mines or something. Okay. The other thing is, of course, if I try and do a world conquest and we update our game and stuff, the kind of cheesy way of making money we've had in this campaign is going to be completely foobarred by the updates they've made. Oh, hey, still 7 years for this integration, apparently. Maybe it hasn't recalculated properly, but it's had a yearly tick. No interesting disputed successions. Right, yeah, so any wars I want to have my subjects fight for me? Maybe Holland? Get a truce with Denmark? That seems prudent. Let's go to war with Holland. And basically, I'll just let my subjects do all the sieging, and we'll get some money from loot. And all will be fine and dandy. And I will just position my armies near the coast so that those foul Dutch don't dare invade my land. I'm really looking forward, by the way, to the day that natural language processing combined with automated dictation get good enough. Oh yeah, wasn't I trying to kill the sense of reformation? Maybe I've already done that. Get good enough that they're gonna, like, potential new employers are gonna run some kind of AI flow and just read off all of the most scored hostile statements I've ever made online. Scored as hostile, and I can just see like those foul Dutch out of context. It's gonna be a good time. Got to try and seriously establish myself as having a professional reputation before then. Brunswick, Denmark, Aachen, cleansing of heresy. Declare. And yes, I'm not going to do any of the sieges myself. And you know what? Sure, Bohemia, come help. Ah, people entering a coalition once I've done that. Interesting. But getting a truce with these guys will help with the coalition. And then the next war I'll declare, assuming they're not in the coalition by then, will be against the Palatinate. Oh, who actually are already in this war against me. Okay, fine. Yes, severe looting will do just fine. And I'm fully expecting that my allies and subjects can handle this war entirely without my intervention. But given that the Palatinate are now involved, let's move some men to their border, just so that they don't cause too many problems. Any other claims I need? Yes, Nassau has a couple of provinces I would like claims on. And Brabant as well. So let's get some of those claims fabricated. Maybe I should take espionage ideas just to fabricate claims in the HRE easier. Because usually espionage ideas, totally sucks, obviously. But could be handy. I hope we don't die. Because if I have to enforce another personal union on Spain before I can get this positive, it's going to be a pain. Increased investment in levies from the elites, which is increased by, I think I asked already, and I think it's 10%. You know what else we could do? We could move away from serfdom. But I don't think we're going to do that yet. This is what I want to do. Why can't I do this? I don't have enough mill points. Oh, right. Sorry. I need to take those dip away. There we go. No cheating here. Don't want to have excess dip points. I don't think that's cheating, personally. Adding dip points so you can actually use the select function. My approach, and I know I've talked about this before, but we should go look, by the way. How big is our Mexican holdings now? They're getting there. We're grabbing a few provinces. Nowhere too built up, but there's some roads in this one. Using modding the game, submodding the mod, and using the console in order to make it truer to the intended experience. That's what I don't think is cheating. Which is why, I mean, the ages thing it's definitely borderline, because it does give, it gives bonuses. But my theory, and I'm sure some MNT devs would disagree, my theory is basically maybe not even the intended experience, but kind of the optimum experience. If you're moving towards the optimum experience, and obviously that's very subjective, then I don't think you're cheating. And having things like ages and hegemonies and basically well, not all, but most vanilla mechanics, having them in the game is better than having them not in the game. Even if they make the game a tiny bit easier or whatever, just having more interesting mechanics for the player to engage with, especially objective driving mechanics, like ages. Things that give you targets and objectives to move towards are really, really important, and really one of the things that's kind of missing, missing in MNT at the moment is easy to understand objectives that the player can endeavor to move towards, and thereby feel a real sense of progression, because they know when they hit a milestone that they were going for, that they have indeed got somewhere. They have accomplished something. That I think is kind of missing, and will be helped by this. I'm kind of pumped about playing in China, honestly. I like the idea of playing in China because I think in dominating Indian and Malaccan, not just Malaccan, but Indonesian, and what's the name? Is there a name for this whole region? I know Indonesia makes up a lot of this region, but it's not all of it. And a name that not only includes Malay down here, but also this peninsula, which is, I think the actual official name for this peninsula is Indochina, which is the worst, no offense to anyone that lives in Indochina. And I don't know if there's a different local name that I'm just ignorant of, but Indochina is the worst regional name that exists. It's a truly terrible name because it's defining this huge, populous, important, interesting, culturally diverse, historically interesting, important, strategic region exclusively in relation to two nearby regions, which is just a really, I mean, that sucks. That just sucks, honestly. Sure, urban production efficiency sounds good. It's a really bad name. There are other names, but they're all outdated. Like, I think Siam sometimes refers to that peninsula. That's what it's called in Risk, which is, or at least it was when I last played Risk, which was like, I don't know, almost 2 decades ago. But, I mean, that's also not a great name, because I think that's a kind of European name. I could be wrong, though. Could be wrong about just about everything I say. Loot them. Yeah, I think we're basically just going to do a bunch of wars in Europe, in Germany. A, to loot down the area just to weaken it, and B, to make some money, and C, to pass time while our aggressive expansion burns down, and D, to get truces with lots of people, so that we can not worry too much about coalitions. Alright, that event popping up so many times has got me doing it. Where's my to-do list on modding MEIOU and Texas 3.0? Because that event is stupid. No offense. I shouldn't call it stupid. It's irritating. It's irritating is what it is. I have so many modding wish lists now in my Google Docs folder. CK3 wish list, Warhammer 3 modding wish list, Ages wish list. Oh, what have I saved it as? M and T. Lutheran Uprising, good for you. Ages plan, M&T submodding, here it is. Basic tweaks. Desired submods, okay. Minor, okay, so I should have a minor one. minor mods. Make various no-brainer / repetitive events. Always pick a certain option on the player's behalf. So in that case, for example, it should just loot or not loot based on a dice roll, and it loots less the higher professionalism is. That's my take, and that's what I'm going to change it to do in a submod, because seeing that pop up every time is just, it's needless. So what is this event? I knew we'd be able to get it soon. What is this event ID? Debug mode. Pop _ looting 005. This is pop _ looting 005. Is it .005? Yeah, .005. I'm going to mod that event out of the game because that is annoying. Turn off debug mode. If you know of anything, by the way, I'm very happy to make mods for M&T. Like, I know how to do some of it, at least some of it now. So if you know of an area of the game that you want a minor change to, tell me, because if I like the idea, and I won't just do it to be nice, I'll do it if I like the idea and want to have the change in my own games. I might do it, and my mods are public on the workshop, so you can use them. So I've done tributaries, I've done ages, I've done hegemonies. I should start coloring things green once I've done them in this document. I could also make this doc public so that people could see what I was already planning on doing. Good lord, these yelly ticks. Yeah, Imperialism CB, that's another one that maybe I should look into. Idea rebalance. God, I should do another stream where I look at like all the ideas in M&T and rank them, because I enjoyed that. That was good fun. Burden of taxation is not too heavy. Colony self-sustaining. We should look at what are our colony costs right now. Low. We're going for low colony costs because there's no... I don't feel much urgency to race for colonies anymore. So I'm just going to go with 5 at once, I think. Or, you know, maybe 6. And just so that we have South Africa under lock. Or, you know, maybe 7. Because there's some big provinces that we could do with getting over here. Oh, excuse me. Don't know why I say excuse me before I pause the recording to sneeze. We will now take the observation method because I don't want to be losing innovativeness. Look at that, the poor law. Maximum resource size up and admin efficiency up. Holy heck. That is one heck of a tech. We've still got loads of papal influence, but I can't do this because I'm excommunicated, right? Yeah, they have to like me. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to spend it towards becoming the next papal controller. I haven't done that yet, have I? No. So, because if we're papal controller, obviously we're not... pretty sure. I'm wrong, actually, but I don't think we can be excommunicated while being the papal controller. Did I not send a guy here? Ah, it's because there's the new dialogue, because it thinks there might be an option to... what's it called? Send minorities abroad. What's the name for that? I mean, apart from cultural genocide, which the E4 team added, interestingly. Oh, hey, nice. That was good timing. We are the papal controller. How timely. Nice. So I'm no longer excommunicated. Yes, because that's been fixed. It used to be the case that you could be the papal controller and excommunicated, which was... let's say funny. I don't think I need this spying anymore. But yeah, let's keep improving with the Pope Man. And you know what? Let's just play it safe and simple and send one diplomat to do some own subject country improvement. Cool. And with the happy news that we are now the papal controller, which is less useful than vanilla, but still, the tech cost down, diplomats up. You just see lots of handy stuff in here. And there's a crusade against the Turks, so maybe I should crusade against them. Are there still crusade bonuses? It doesn't seem to be showing here. I thought it showed the bonuses you get on this tooltip, but... Oh, right, yeah, the papal bull. Oh, they've removed them. Okay, well, I know what I'm going to submod next. Add the papal bulls back. Why would you remove them? They're fun. They're fun and interesting. Add papal bulls back. Cool. All right, well, thanks for watching, everybody. In the next episode, we will, keep going as we're going, basically. Lots of wars in Europe, trying to smash up this coalition before it can form too properly, and also getting some sweet, sweet loot for our hard-working army coffers. I'm pretty sure we are getting loot that's being distributed to the, our manpower around our country, despite the fact that our manpower is not doing any of the looting. I'm not totally sure of that, though. I guess we'll take a look at the event at the end of this war and see if we can learn a bit more about that. But anyway, I'll see you all in the next episode. Thanks for watching. See you then. Bye-bye.